now. There we are. You can share it on Facebook, Instagram, 7-Eleven. I don't care. Wherever it winds up is fine. You guys, we've been trying to get her live for minutes now. Tell everybody how it's been going, trying to go live. It's hilarious.
Okay, so first of all, I've been aging myself. I had no idea that I didn't have the latest Zoom. And then my phone is smarter than myself. So it was telling me to go to the settings, but I was not even listening to the phone. And then finally the phone was like, you know what? If you're not going to listen to me, I'm just shutting down. So it's my phone is trying to tell me what to do, but I was not listening to the phone. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I clearly aged myself.
I totally get it. I don't want to listen to nobody. I'm too old.
How dare you tell me what to do? I purchased you. I tell you what to do.
You're my bitch.
Yes. So I'm finally trying to get on, and I'm like, you know what? Clearly, I'm looking like I have like special needs or something right now because it's not working.
Oh my gosh.
It was not working at all.
One time I had an interview with Craig Shoemaker. He's kind of a big deal, you know, on the West Coast. And they call him the doctor of love because he knows everything.
Okay, I might need to call him.
So I'm trying to get him on Zoom. I'm trying. Nothing's working. Finally, his 9-year-old figures it out. That's so embarrassing.
Yep. I was about to call my 7-year-old grandchild.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the best, oh my gosh, ever. Let me read you the introduction from Natasha, comedian Natasha Face. Here's the intro she sent me. Look at her over there. Natasha Ross, 10 years in comedy. 2020 appeared at the Apollo Theater in 2020.
Sold out.
Oh my gosh. You got to hear about that. Appeared at Caroline's, Stress Factory with Vinnie Brand, Broadway Comedy Club with Al Martin. I did my first movie this year, she says. I also did a documentary this year. Oh, yes. Kick it. Oh my gosh. 2015, she did a voiceover for Alicia Keys. Yeah, knock that out of the park, you guys. See if you can copy that. I have 3 grown children, and I'm a grandmother, and I'm 51 years old with all of my original parts. I can't wait to get to know you.
Yes. So I started comedy as a dare. Like I've been in the world of dentistry for the last 25 years. So I love everything when it comes to dentistry. I love all of the procedures, everything that has to do with teeth. I'm involved. So one day I was in my 15th year and my boss says to me, Natasha, come here. And I just knew I was getting fired because I was just talking. I'm a social person. I'm just talking to everybody. And I go, okay, I know that I haven't been working all day. She goes, you go around and you talk to everyone and you make everyone feel comfortable and we love you here. And I said, okay, but the butt is coming. Today is my last day in dentistry. She said, I double dog dare you to go on a stage. I feel as if we're holding you back from your greatness. And I was like, first of all, you don't double dog dare me to do anything because I'm going to do it. So I did. I entered this contest and I won. And my whole staff was there. Everyone's laughing. And I was just ranting on stage about my ex and the kids. I'm just ranting about the kids, a day in the life of Natasha. And I won. Now, I don't know if it had to do with the rant or the tequila, but the two combined, here I am.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Tell me about doing a voiceover for Alicia Keys. That's so great.
Okay, so I get this phone call from a really good friend, Roberto Vanderpool, and he is on tour for the last few years with Tracy Morgan. I get this phone call from him and he was like, I need someone with a really raspy voice. And I go, thanks. And he goes, we're doing a voiceover. I have the production company here from RC Records. We need you to say a few lines. And if you can say these few lines in the most raspiest voice possible, we need someone to sound like a crackhead. I go, Again, thanks for the phone call. I go, I've never done crack in my life, but you want me to sound like a crackhead. Okay, I happen to know a few, so I can imitate them very well. So I'm home after work. I turn myself upside down after I had something to drink, and I'm literally saying the words, hanging off the bed upside down, and RC Records says, yes, sign this release. And a year later, they tell me that it was for Alicia Keys' intro album. And I go, what? So my gag joke is I did a voiceover for Alicia Keys, but I can't sing. I cannot hold the note, but I did the voiceover for Alicia Keys.
Oh, that's so cool. That's
so
cool.
So I took a picture of like the contract. I took a picture of the check, you know, but I never knew it was for Alicia Keys until a whole year later.
Jeez,
which was really awesome. Yeah.
That is really cool.
I think if they would have told me it was for Alicia Keys, I would have asked for more money.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah. That is so cool. Talk to me about doing the Apollo.
Oh my gosh. So in 2019, I go to visit my mother at her house, and I was telling her all the things that I wanted to do. And she was like, Natasha, first of all, you're not funny until I tell you you're funny. What's funny is you walked in my house and you didn't take out my garbage. And I go, Mom, I want to be on TV. I want to do the Apollo. I want to do all this stuff. She goes, yeah. You've been talking about you want to be on TV since you were a kid, since you were 5 years old. Yeah. Carol Burnett. And so my mom, a few months later, my mom passes away. And I get the phone call to be on the Apollo. I get the phone call to do a documentary, to be on TV. I get a phone call to do all this stuff. And I go, I told you I was funny. So it was really cool that I got the things, but I wish that she could be here. But some way or wonder, I know she had something to do with it. So yeah. Yes. So going to the Apollo and having my grown kids sit there, and a lot of my material is about them. So I'm pointing, there he is, there she is, there he is, stand up. So that was awesome. I live in New Jersey. So I had a bus from all my friends from New Jersey and a bus all the way to the Apollo. So it was really cool to see all of my friends come out and help sell out the show. It was really awesome. It was something that I can't even, like, it was so amazing. And then to do it at Caroline's as well, it was so amazing. So
talk to me about doing it at Caroline's.
So Caroline's was just recently, October 17th. And you know how men get all geeky when they see a beautiful woman? That's how I get every time I get on like a legendary stage. I get all geeky and I'm like, I'm 51 years old and I act like a child. I'm like, yes. Take my picture. I made it. So Caroline's was like super, it was like liberating. It was so amazing to just say, I'm at Caroline's on Broadway. To add that to my resume was just amazing. I love it. And it just happened. So right after I left Caroline's, I go next door to Fridays. I walk in and I hear someone says, I can't believe you're 51. I know I just said that on stage, but it's not registering yet. Then I hear, I can't believe you're a grandmother. I can't believe you bent down like that. And I go, are you reciting what I said on stage back to me? And everyone's like, yes, you are amazing. So the rebuttals and everything, I just love that. I love being a comedian. I love this journey. I love it.
That is so cool. Okay, talk to me about doing the Stress Factory.
Okay, so the second that I got the phone call to do the Stress Factory, I was like in awe. Like, I'm finally gonna get to the Stress Factory. I can add that to my resume. Then it was like a competition, and I got down, like one time I got just regular hired. Then I entered a competition there and I got third place, which was like a really big deal. To me, it was like a really big deal.
Really big deal.
Yeah. So I'm there a lot. I feature a lot of times there. So I love that whole thing. And it's 30 minutes from my house. So I'm available all the time, Vinny. Listen, I'm available.
So, you know, at Caroline's, there was a comedian trainer in charge of new talent named Linda Smith. And that's the reason why I go by Linda Marcus Smith, because she didn't want two Linda Smiths in comedy.
Oh.
So I get this call from Vinny Brand that he wants me to interview him. He thinks I'm Linda Smith from Caroline's. And I don't want to correct him on live Zoom. I don't want to make him look like a schmuck. So I just go with it. And then I tell him privately, I'm not her. He has not written back to me since.
Oh my God.
That's the best I could do. I didn't want to say, oh, let me correct you. I just
right.
went with it.
Right.
I wasn't trying to be that.
You should show up. I think you should show up at the Stress Factor and be like, hey, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't want nothing to do with me since then, I guess, whatever.
No, I don't think that's it. He's probably embarrassed himself that he didn't do his research. Sorry.
That could be. Yeah, but I love to interview him. He's a great guy.
Right. Yes, he really is. I think you're fine. I think you're fine. He's just embarrassed.
Thank you. And so let's talk about Broadway Comedy Club. What an experience that was for you.
So I used to go a lot to Janice. Janice is there. I love Janice.
Oh, so Janice is the bomb.
Yes, I love Janice. I love her energy. Our energy bounces off one another. Actually, we were probably supposed to be in special ed together because both of our energy is all over the place. So every time I show up, she always has to put me up on stage. So recently I had the opportunity to host, to be a house host at Aruga's. It's a comedy club in North Plainfield. And I was able to be the house host there. And through that, I've met a lot of other comedians. So a few comedians asked if I can feature for them at the Broadway Comedy Club. Well, not only did I have a chance to feature for one of them, I also became the host for her for the weekend. So I got to do both. I got to do upstairs and downstairs a few times at the Broadway Comedy Club, which was amazing. And just to have your friends come out and see you, and then, like I said, recite your jokes. I actually had a woman that kept following me around at the Broadway Comedy Club after I was hosting all night. And I got a little scared. I was like, I think I'm at the point where I need security. She was like, I love you. I want to take you home. I go, okay. All right, she's gonna steal me.
Is anybody listening?
Yeah, so I thought that was like amazing. Both rooms, being able to hold down both rooms, that was really amazing. I love that. My favorite thing to do is host. So,
isn't it fun?
Yes. I love to get all of my material. I love to talk to people. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is your show. I'm over talking you. I'm sorry.
Oh, please.
I got left back for talking too much, Linda. So you have to stop me.
No, I don't want to stop you. You're great. You have great energy, lively. You're actually living life.
Yes.
So what's in the cards for you? What's your goal? What are your dreams?
Okay, so my goal is to be on TV. I would love to be a host of a TV show, whether it's home decorating, because my favorite thing to do is redecorate, whether it's to be a host of like one of these love shows, a host of a game show. I want to be the ultimate host. I want to be on, I want to have my comedy reenacted. Like I'm going to tell a story and then someone can reenact my jokes on TV. So I want to do all of that. Yes.
So is that an accent wall behind you, or is the whole room that dark blue?
Actually, my kitchen is black.
No way, let's see.
This is black. I would love to show you my kitchen because I love my kitchen.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. I love decorating, people. I love decorating. So nice. Yes, my kitchen is black and white.
I love that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Have you wanted to do a wall in chalk black so you could write on it?
I have. I've done that. So I have 3 grown children and I've always had a chalkboard wall in their room, whether it's so that I can help them with their penmanship, words of the week, inspirational quotes. I've done it all. The only thing I haven't done was do that for my granddaughter so far. So I can't wait to do that.
How old's your granddaughter?
Oh my gosh. So my granddaughter is 6.5. She'll be 7 next month.
Oh.
Yes, she'll be 7 next month. The love of my life. She's going to be on TV or something. She's me. She's me.
That's so cool.
My son had a little me.
What ages are your children?
So my oldest son, he is ridiculously handsome. He's 33. His name is Alvin. Then I have a 25-year-old son. He just turned 25 on Thanksgiving. His name is Zamir. And then I have a 21-year-old gorgeous daughter. Her name is Natasha.
Wow. So cool. What's that been like, trying to balance comedy and children and a grandchild?
I get to release my stress on stage. They are the material. They have, if without my kids, I don't think anything would be funny. Trying to raise them, and then now the gears are shifting where they're like, Mom, calm down. Everything's not a joke. And I'm like, I am the parent, and I say everything is a joke. So it's my kids trying to parent me at this point. Yeah.
Totally. It gets to that point.
Yes. I keep them involved in everything. I produce and promote my own shows as well. So my oldest son, he will watch the door. He's like security. My middle son, he's very quiet to himself. So he controls the money. And my daughter helps with the tickets and the drinks, because she's a little cutie, so she can do that. Yeah.
Super. Way to go.
Yeah. So I love that whole thing.
So what got you into comedy was being at work and they knew you had a talent. Aren't you just so grateful that that happened to you?
I honestly, without her pushing me, actually my ex-boss pushed me to do a lot of things. She pushed me to purchase this home. She pushed me to keep going further and further in dentistry. And then she was like, I double dog dare you to do this. And when I did it, her whole family showed up. Everyone showed up, promoted the show. Yeah. So thank you, Terry Schaefer.
Wow, Terry Schaefer, way to go.
Yeah, she just convinced me to just keep doing it. And then one year she was like, you need to be the manager. And I was like, all right, I never thought that I'd be the manager. She goes, next year you're going to be the manager of the dentist office. And then through COVID, I never went back to work. So I just, through COVID, once COVID hit, I've just been doing stand-up comedy full time since COVID. Yes.
Way to go.
Yes.
I saw that Miss Tina Graham liked one of your posts on Instagram. She let me interview her. Isn't she amazing? Yes,
she really is. Her and my son actually have the same birthday. So I'm always looking forward to seeing her. I'm always, out and about trying to get little jewels, little hints that she can give to further my career. I'm always doing that whole thing. I'm not quite sure if you know who Bob Sumner is.
No, but I know the name.
Tina Graham was Bob Sumner's assistant, and Bob Sumner was the talent director for Def Comedy Jam. So I actually got the opportunity to host his monthly show. And Bob Sumner is the reason I got on the Apollo. So he started following me, he started picking me up, and he hires me for all kinds of things. So Bob Sumner is definitely an individual that I'm going to put on your radar for you to interview. He definitely needs his flowers right now. He found Tracy Morgan, Bill Bellamy, created for Martin Lawrence, like so many big names. Dion Cole, like, yeah.
I get to see Dion Cole here in Vegas on the 5th.
Oh my gosh. Is that like, you get to see him tomorrow?
Today's the 4th? Yeah, tomorrow over at the Rio. He's going to be there.
Okay, I just have to say this. Dion Cole is the only man that I will step out of my relationship for. I said it here live. I said it here. Dion Cole does something for me. I literally think I'm never starstruck or anything, but I know that the second I see Dion Cole, I'm going to have to go somewhere else because I have to get myself together. I'm going to have to get myself together.
I'll get you a picture with him and me.
Ooh,
I know you can crop me out, put it in your room, wherever.
Honey, I was in New York when he just filmed. I was at Comedy in Harlem, and he was filming his show in Brooklyn, and I was like, I don't care how much you people are paying me. I want to go over there.
I would love to interview Mr. Sumner. I would really love
I'm going to definitely put that in your direction for you.
Thank you. I want to tell you, while we're talking about the Apollo, the Apollo Theater means a lot to me in the history of comedy in America. And I got the luxury gifted to me of interviewing Sinbad before. I know it's going to make me cry too. So back in the day when there was MySpace and Twitter first came out, I wrote to Sinbad and he wrote back. And that was a long, long time ago. And I forgot about it. And then I started doing these interviews and I thought, who do I know that? And I had written to David Brenner, who has passed, and then Sinbad. So I wrote to them and asked them if I could interview them, but David Brenner was way too sick at the time. But Sinbad said, yes, let's make it happen. And so I said, when? And he's like, and I say, just 10 minutes. And then nothing. And I'd go, 8 minutes? Nothing.
Right.
6 minutes? And I'm Jewish. I Jewed myself down until I got to 2 minutes. I said, come on, Sinbad, 2 minutes. Zoom. I'll do it. You just sit there. 2 minutes. He says, okay. And he gave me the email to Maria, his assistant. And he came on and he only promised 2 minutes. So I had to come up with a joke at the beginning to make him fall in love with me so he would stay on longer. So I did, and it worked, and he stayed 41 minutes.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. That is awesome.
Yeah, and then like a couple months later, he had the stroke and the brain bleed, and now he's trying to come back.
So Bob and a lot of us comedians were posting his GoFundMe and things like that. So I do believe that you're going to be really in for it with this interview with Bob. Like, sit back and hopefully it'll be a long interview just like that one. He's very knowledgeable and knows everyone. So
I turned in the video of me and Sinbad over to Uptown Comedy to Jamie Roberts. And
yes,
he turned it into the Apollo to see if they want it in their archives. Because we discussed racism in America.
Nice. Okay.
It was so awesome.
Oh, Linda, that is awesome. You have a jewel right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
So I'm always at Comedy in Harlem with Jamie. I was there.
I was there in April. I was in the audience in April, and I'm going to come back and do that room one of these days. Those are my people. They're going to love me and I'm going to love them.
I actually auditioned for Comedy Central there in September. Yeah.
How'd that go?
So I got further than a lot of people. I got the second call back, but I didn't go all the way through, which is okay. You win some, you lose some, but they gave me feedback. They told me I needed to be on TV. They send me some commercials. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's so cool.
Tracy Morgan was there last night, which was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie and his wife, Nikki Sunshine.
Yes,
I've interviewed them. They're so cool.
Yeah.
I love them. Yeah, those are my people too, man. Yeah.
I can't wait to see you. That's good.
I know. Yeah, I'm coming back in April. I get to host at Comic Strip Live.
Nice.
For Gladys Simon in the Gladys Simon room. Not in the main show or the main room, but yeah. So that's cool, right?
Yeah. I have to come. I want to meet you in person.
Yes, let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's go eat. Okay. So what would you like people to get out of this interview that we've had? What do you have to say to people maybe that are wondering if they should do comedy, or maybe they're going through something horrible. Life is rough.
Okay, I want to say this. As comedians, we make everyone laugh. I also suffer from depression, but when I make people laugh, it makes me feel better. Okay? So I want people to know that comedy is life. Comedy is life for a lot of people. So when you see comedians and they are not as personable as you think they are, they also go through things. So, I mean, I love doing stand-up comedy. I want to do it forever. A lot of people said to me, why did you start so late? Why did you start at 40? I go, I started when the gift came to me. And just because you're a certain age does not mean that that should hold you back from anything. I had a roller skating party at 50 years old. So trust me, do not let the age and do not let people stop you from being exactly who you were meant to be. Yes.
I love that. I love that inspiration. Thank you so very much. You're a doll to come on and let me interview you. I knew you would be a major hit. So
thank you, Linda.
I only wish you the very best, and I'll see you April 27th. I'll let you know when it gets closer.
Yes.
And so if you ever get to Vegas, you got to let me know.
I was just there, but I will reach out to you when I come back.
Oh my gosh, you got to come back like tomorrow when Dion Cole is at the Rio.
Babe, I got to go to Vegas, babe. I'll be back.
I'll see you later. Thank you, Natasha.
Take care. Very nice meeting you. Bye-bye.
Nice meeting you.